it throws them off.
A bluff. It's not in everybody, man. This ain't poker either. You know, people always ask me, Freeman, you like to do business. You must like to play cards and all that shit. I don't want to be in this situation for make believe. I'd rather be in it for money. So I don't like to gamble. I don't like to do a lot of shit where people liken it to, what real money is. You know what I mean? Trades for goods and services. That's money. Gambling is just some shit they give you hope. It's like the lottery. So on point, when I tell you a bluff, if any of you guys have ever applied for a job and had a job and they start negotiating your salary, you know what I mean? There's always people who just never negotiate, right? This is what we're going to pay Freeman. You know what I mean? Are you cool with it? Yeah, because I need money, man, and I'm happy. I made $3,000 and there's more money on the table. So the kind of bluff that I do, it's not really about money on the table. My money is basically I size up the situation, and there's always a negotiation between what they need to be done and what they're having me to do. This is when I do a lot of consulting work. If you're not built for it, you're just gonna fucking lose money. So whenever I go through these slight negotiations, there's always a bluffing period. So they'll, most people lay the cards on the table. Freeman, we need somebody in place in the next 2 weeks. We're closing the office over there in Los Angeles. We need somebody in place to help with the transition. So when I hear all that, guess what I hear? Freeman, 2 weeks. Freeman, transition. Freeman needs someone in place. So when I hear that shit, I think to myself, when they come up with their money, I can get more money. Primarily because they say they need someone in place. It's not about me, young homie. It's not about your boy Daniel Freeman trying to say that I'm worth this shit. No. To stop the bleeding, motherfucker, this is how much it's going to cost. So what they'll do is they'll try to tell you, this is the second part of this negotiation, is, we have a budget, right? And we can't really go over that budget. So most people say, well, you have a budget. I'll just take the budget and then, nah, young homie. If they have a budget and they want to stick to a number, that's when you start negotiating other things. Like, do you guys pay as a bonus up front? Do I qualify for the bonus at the end of the year, even though it's fucking November? You understand what I mean? What can we do to put that number up there? You motherfuckers keep taking dumbass vacations and shit. That shit is stupid. You understand? It's just stupid. They don't have to pay for a vacation. That's down the line. They don't know if they're going to fire you or if you're going to quit before you have 3 weeks vacation that you negotiated, like that commercial you see on TV. We don't normally give out 3 weeks vacation. Little white girl says, I'm worth it. Okay, we could do 3 weeks. She thinks she won something. That shit is stupid. So we only negotiate chips at this point. We don't talk about perks. Well, we have this and that comes standard, right? Yeah. Okay, then let's not call standard perks. It's like when the motherfucking car company tell you that it comes with automatic windows and it has heat and air conditioning. They just put all that shit to fill up a commercial. It ain't real. So, long story short, we get to that point, and this is a make or break for most people, right? Because don't get it twisted, there will always be people who think you ain't worth it. And you, on the other hand, you got to learn to think that they ain't worth it, right? See, nobody wants to get taken advantage of, and that goes both ways, young homie. That goes both ways. That goes for you, and that goes for them. But they think they're in a power seat because you applied for a job, right? That's the truth. So they think, we have somebody else, but sometimes you're a good fit. So for me and my background, I've always been a good fit, meaning we're getting someone who can do 5 jobs and we only ask them to do 1. It's going to be a good fit because this cat actually knows more shit. You see what I mean? So as a result of me knowing more shit, they think, oh wow, we can get him at a bargain price and we can ask him to do 10 things. But there's always somebody smart up top. I consider him to be me, who says, if you try to do that to this dude, he's gonna fucking walk out. You can't ask for experience and not pay for experience. You see what I mean? You can't ask a motherfucker, hey man, he can do 5 things, and you think he's gonna stay for, and while you give him 5 things and pay him like he's doing 1 thing. It's just not gonna happen. So in a lot of my little negotiations I have, there's always a dude up top who breaks out of the normal thing and gives me a call personally. Hey Freeman, this is what the budget is. Okay, really, we're not trying to give you a hard time. This is what the budget really is. But what can we do? What other things can we do to try to get you up to a number that I think respects your ability and your experience and what you bring to the table? To me, that's a fair deal and do. We trying to find that number. If we can't find that number, right, then we can't do business. Now, depending on who you have next to you, okay, in this game, they will say you should just take it anyway, right? And sometimes, man, I got a little money in my pocket and people still say, take it anyway, because, slaves have no choice, right? Or they'll try to throw in this bird in hand shit all the time. But I want you to know something. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to give you more money in this game except you. Nobody. No raise, no promotion, no nothing. You have to be for yourself in this game because they are for themselves in this game. So everyone else accepts it and accepts that, in 3 years, we could talk about this again. No, man, we could talk about this in 90 days. Well, Freeman, we don't really negotiate 90 days. I said, well, you have a right to get rid of people within 90 days, right? Isn't that a negotiation? Isn't that you saying you have a right to rescind the offer, to change the offer? And then one guy, the one who's smart, smiles and started laughing. He said, yeah. And I said, I don't know why we can't revisit something at 90 days. Now, it's a negotiation. And what I'm bluffing is, hey, I know you need someone in place. This is not about me as a person. This is about butts in seats. You know what I mean? We need someone to contribute. We have zero. Even if you don't know anything, it's still better than zero. The other thing is, by the time they finish all this negotiation with me, they are not negotiating with anybody else. They want this shit over with, right? So if they don't bring me in, remember that timetable, we need someone in right away? That means they got to sit down, go through the process again, which is going to take probably another month. You see what I mean? To get somebody else in place. It's not like they were interviewing two people saying, well, Freeman, if this guy doesn't want the job, then we got you. They don't. Motherfuckers don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And even if you still got 2 weeks notice from the other motherfucker, I don't need no notice. Let's start tomorrow. Right? I don't give a fuck about no notice like that. This shit is stupid. Right? So I know they're bluffing me. And I'm bluffing them. Right? I don't say in a sarcastic way, I know you motherfuckers got more money than that. I say, judging from what you guys want me to do, I think that it's, you know what I mean? I don't know the full responsibilities of the position yet, right? But I don't feel comfortable with that because I think you're asking me to do more. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong that you're asking me to do more than this, let me know because I'm under the impression that you are. Right? And then they kind of say, yeah, we are. So you catch them right there and say, yeah, we kind of are. And sometimes people get mad at you. Now, I'm a black man. When I set these negotiations, there's a lot of white people that just don't think a nigga's worth it. Do you understand? Yeah, you ain't even worth it. We'll find some little white girl, right? But the person who's there who's about money, they don't believe that. They think, butts in seat, get this shit done. What the fuck is the difference between $10,000 over a whole year? It's just $800. What the fuck are we fighting for? Right? Why are we wasting time? We need to have people in seats. Now, he has the same mentality that I got. What difference does it make at $8,000? Shit, man, it ain't even that long of a deal to be done, right? What difference does it make? But in all negotiation, young homie, you want to get your money up front. You understand? I'm an advocate for people telling me, hey, Freeman, we can give you a signing bonus of $6,000. I'm all for those signing bonuses, homie. Let me get some cash in hand, man. I don't need none of that other shit that everybody else sees. I hope they love me. I hope they give me a chance. I'm so glad to have a job. See, the higher you get in your intelligence and your experience and whatever the hell you are, okay, then you're not negotiating from some 21-year-old hoping to be put on and get on some bullshit career track. I don't give a fuck about the break room, nor the coffee, nor the insurance you got. I don't give a fuck about your 401k. I don't give a fuck about all these things that really are the standard issuance of being in the company, right? I care about money, the same as them. So it always comes down to a certain thing that I think most people who are around me get mad at me for. How can you sit here bluffing motherfuckers when you don't have anything? So for y'all cats who play poker, you know this is the biggest bluff of all, right? But you have to be ready to lose. You have to be ready to, you know what I'm saying, to take a chance for you to fail too. But you know what, man? I'd rather be the dude who came up 5,000, 6,000 than the dude who got dicked and wasn't being paid enough. Right? And I know everyone, well, you know, see, this is the difference between a career and a hustle, homie, because it's all money to me. It ain't a career. I ain't even gonna be there long. Motherfuckers ain't gonna know my name. I ain't gonna put my girl's face on the wall and shit and change my screensaver. This is all money. And when you get into these situations, young homie, I just want you to know, you gotta be ready to go for broke. A lot of people aren't. I got motherfuckers, man, whenever I go through these situations, I have family members that don't want to talk to me because they don't even like the idea. I thought you were just trying to get things done. I am, but I'm trying to make money. This is a 5-minute conversation that I can still get things done. But don't you think I would just take it if I were you? That's because you don't give a fuck about getting dick. Oh, Freeman, you know, you just getting your feelings hurt. It's money, homie. Why do I have to roll over and take it in the ass and shit for money? They not rolling over and taking it in the ass. See, this is the difference between you thinking like a business, you thinking like a hustler, and you thinking like a slave and an employee. Because as a slave and an employee, what you gonna do? Man, that's it was less than I wanted, but I'm glad I'm at a new job. I don't even think that shit. I don't think anything about being happy in the devil's place. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Right? I give a fuck about the money. So I always get people, oh, you know, that's why you have ups and downs. Man, that shit is normal. If I'm out here trying to make shit happen, homie, it's gonna be ups and downs. If I talk to 10 women, unless I got the right pitch for women on that day, homie, I'm not gonna get every last one. It might go, no, I don't know. Yep, I don't know. No. I might just have 1 out of 10 chance, right? So why would I sit here and not negotiate and try not to bluff my game into this shit when I know there's a 1 in 10 chance or a 2 in 10 chance? It makes no sense to just accept everything that's being said. It just doesn't. So what I'm trying to get you to know is that the bluff you have, homie, is not that poker shit. Okay? Because that's bullshit money. You know when motherfuckers say, oh, I'm playing this game and it teaches you how to make money. You ain't playing no game with money, motherfucker. I don't play no games with money. I don't get that whole understanding that you're going to prepare yourself for real money and real shit by doing fake shit. You understand? You're going to prepare yourself to kiss a girl by kissing your fucking arm and your hand? Right? What you going to do? You going to talk to a girl by talking to yourself in the mirror? Yeah, when I say that, I feel good. I say, hey, baby, you looking nice today. And I say it in the mirror, and I look at myself, and I say, damn, I feel good when I say, what the fuck, are you crazy? See, the thing I want you to remember about money is one thing. That's all it is. It's just money. It ain't everything else that everybody else putting on top of it. It ain't your chance. It ain't career changes. It ain't gonna always better your life. Every fucking dollar has to be negotiated. Everything has to be bluff. You have to see what situation they're in, and they have to see what situation you're in. Right? I've had people come to me and say, well, I know you make this, but, you know, we can only offer this. You know, we still think we're better. I said, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That's not even a good argument to say to me. You know, take less because you like us. We're different kind of whites. Come on, homie. I don't got no time for that shit. Right? It's something that you have to know because a lot of people will never tell you these things. And you will go through life trying to negotiate in a way that actually you lose all of what you do. These are the things, man, that you have to be. If you're going to change your mind, change your grind, change your angle to these shit, you have to start negotiating a lot of what you do. And it's best to start with a job or job offers. You go on an interview and you know what I'm saying, and you waiting to see, like when I get there, you know what the first thing I ask? You know, before we get started, you know, what is your salary range for this position? The reason why I do that is because I want them to know it's all fucking money to me. Right? Before they get into this is a good place to work, and man, it's fucking money to me. right? And we got this, and we give ice cream on the weekends, and we hold your hand when we cross the street, and your kid can come here and learn how to be a baby slave. What's the money, man? It's a great opportunity for you. I determine opportunities for myself. Thank you, white man. I don't need you to tell me that shit. I determine it for myself. You know, Freeman, you're an asshole. You know, I know that I am, because I actually don't let you tell me what's good for me. I had one dude tell me on one gig, you know, I think that's good for you, right? And it was a good chunk of money. I think that's good for you. I said, I don't think it's good for me. I'm glad you think it's good for me. I said, I need more money, because that's just not good for me on what I want to get done. But you know, the position is this, and I said it is, but again, you're asking me to do 10 other things. You know, if you were paying someone to do one thing, you pay them that one thing. If you came into a place and they said, all I need you to do is cut trees, then you cut trees. But if that motherfucker asked you to grind the stumps, that's a whole nother, negotiation. To cut the bushes, to regrade the land, that's a whole nother fucking thing, right? See, in this game, young homie, as an employee, they hope you have an employee's mentality. Meaning, you already got health insurance, but we make sure you have health insurance with us. We also got a 401k, but you had a 401k with them motherfuckers. We also, you know, we have a great place to work, but you know what, man, it ain't a great place to work if your money ain't right. Right? So all these things are standard operated. You know, we have a Nissan here. It got Nissan on the front. It got, you know, air conditioning and heat. We got seat belts. Yeah, like, motherfucker, I got that when I'm right chilling right now on my other car. So if you're not going to give me something that makes your shit better, and I'm talking about money-wise. See, consider it this way, young homie. I'm going to give you something better. If you had to buy 2 cars, okay, or you were going to buy a car, I don't know, let's say a Chrysler 300, and you had to go buy a car, and there was 2 cars, one on one lot, a white Chrysler 300, another one on another lot, a white Chrysler 300, right? To you, they're basically the same. So when you walk in there, because they are the same, you're going to say, what's your best offer? What you offering here? Okay. And if somebody say, well, buy it from us because we have more maintenance. Okay. We'll give you extra year of maintenance. You'll go back to the other person and say, well, I got an extra year of maintenance. Well, we can give you 2 years of maintenance. But this time, see, you fucked up. You should have came back to the second guy and said, man, that's $5,000 less from what I get from homeboy down the street. Can you guys match $5,000 and throw in maybe 3 weeks of maintenance or 3 years of maintenance? And then the little dude gonna run off, go negotiate that deal and say, no, we can't do it, but this is what we can do. See, they're gonna give you all these perks that mean absolutely nothing to the dealership. Yeah, you get a free oil change. You get 50 oil change. Motherfucker, you get unlimited concierge service. We'll massage your nuts. You know, all kind of dumb shit that don't mean nothing. Because the money really means something, that $5,000, that $10,000 off. Let me go see if I can find some incentive. Let me go see this. See, and when you have something that is equal value to you, you're in a powerful position. That means you can say no. If the deal is not worthy of you, it's not worthy of you. You should let it go. Just let it go. Now, most people will say, well, you know, he already gave me 2 things off and I'm tired of looking. See, this is the biggest hustle right there. And that's the last bluff of all time. See, everybody's trying to exhaust you. I'm tired of looking. And so am I trying to exhaust the other side of the party. Aren't you tired of looking for motherfuckers? Why don't you just give me my $8,000 so we can move on? Right? I mean, what the fuck? Just give me the $8,000 so we can move forward. Right? And we both getting to that point. But sometimes people get mad. They say, man, fuck you, man. I'd rather wait 2 years for the right person. See, the game is the same on both sides. That's what this bluffing thing is, man. It's not like you're lying, because they're lying too. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't use your tactics to bluff your way into more money, motherfucker, you roll over and take a dick in your ass, man. This is the way the shit is, man. Right? It's just everybody's doing it. They gotta move cars off of that car dealership. You say I was looking around, I went to their competition, and they offered me $5,000 off. Can you match that? Nah, we can't. Well, here's my car, here's my number. Give me a call. Because if you can match that, I'll come back. Those motherfuckers gonna give you a call because he gonna go try to make a deal. They don't give a fuck. They moving inventory. They don't give a fuck about you with this money. They just gotta have butts and seats. Homie, consider it like a movie theater, man. You know? I'm always surprised the movie theater don't cut their tickets in half or do something crazy to get more people in, but that's their hustle. But the bluff that you have to have is the ability to know their situation and to bluff yours and make yours like you could take it or leave it. And when they offer you shit that's standard on all fucking 2010 Centras, motherfucker, ask them for money. Stop accepting fucking we have great vision, dental, and health. We have a 401k. We stop accepting 3 weeks vacation. You can get a 6 week if you want for vacation. You don't need 3 weeks. If you are trying to get 3 weeks, that means you're a slave. You're trying to stay there too long so you can actually take a whole month off. Think about it and bluff your way in this game every chance you got. There will be motherfuckers who just don't have the stomach for it, and those are called slaves and employees. The rest of us, we're trying to make money. Next time, partner.
If you're not willing to bluff on occasion, your opponents will be able to narrow your range of holdings